Today I had a conversation with my nephew. His name is Maurice. He's my oldest sister's youngest child. And we came to a point in the conversation where we started to talk about songs and music. And I told him that Millions by the Winans was a song that I really loved. And I told him why. So it made me think about his mother. And then he told me that he liked a song, the same title, Millions, by a different artist named Ashford Saunders. So I went to listen to the song, and they're very different in what the messages are. Still about making it over, but if you listen to both songs, you'll see what I mean. And then what it made me think about when I heard Ashford's song was the things that I have overcome and what I've made, how I've gotten over, how God has brought me over. I was born into a house with 6 children, and my mother had 7, but 6 of us lived in the same house with my mother and father. And my mother left when I was 3, so I did not know her when I was young at that age. But my father taught me love and care, and he did all the things. He was a single father working 2 jobs, so didn't understand at the time that we were poor, but we were. But we weren't. We never had to deal with the understanding of what that was because we never wanted for even anything. So as I started to think about my life, I've often heard other people's stories and said, man, I haven't gone through certain things. And then I realized you don't compare your life to somebody else's life. All of our journeys are different. And the things that I've gotten over in my life and was blessed to get over are things I had as a teenage girl. I was diagnosed with an ovarian cyst. I was fortunate enough to get a doctor who said, you're too young for surgery. That allowed me to become a mother to 3 amazing children and a grandmother of 1. And as I went on through my journey of life, I've had bouts with clinical depression. I've had thoughts of suicide, walking across the bridge and wondering what it would be like if I just did that and I wouldn't exist anymore. I had those thoughts, but I got over it. I was directed by God to a church, to a pastor actually. It wasn't so much the church, but it was a pastor who helped me through that journey. And years later, I had another bout with clinical depression in 2018. And I came home and I curled up and had to realize that somewhere along the way, I had lost myself. I had not taken care of myself. But this is not a sad story of all those things, but it's a story to say, through all of those things, I made it over and I'm still here. I'm blessed and I'm doing amazing. And I wanted to share that because someone somewhere is going through something and wondering if they can make it through. I'm here to say, yes, you can, because I did. Our stories are different, very different. And I won't belittle anyone's story. I won't tell you that it's not hard. I won't tell you that, I was fortunate enough I will share that I was fortunate enough to find a therapist who helped with that journey of getting over the last time I went through my depression, and I started to understand why. But the joy in the report is that through all those things, I made it over. I made through it, the storms, the rain, I made it over. I made it to the point where I will celebrate 50 years of being married to the same man. And there were times when I wasn't sure that I was meant to make it through that, but I was, because it was ordained by God that I would be with this man forever. And I'm grateful for that. So I'm a living witness that you can go through hard trials and times and make it over. And the song by Ashford really made me reflect on that. That no matter what, experiences I've had in my life. Those are the experiences that made me who I am, that built the character in me that I have, that built the concept of love in me that I have and I share with people. Those are the things, and I was meant to get through those things. And the amazing thing is I made it over. I'm here. No matter what, I'm still here. And that's an amazing story, an amazing feeling. So I don't dwell on any of that past. I rejoice in where I am and who I am. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for being able to say that I'm an overcomer. I made it over. And I am here. I hope this helps someone who's going through something and wondering what the possibilities are, who's sick or in pain, physically or mentally, and struggling. I hope this helps someone out there. I hope that that's what my life's journey is about, on this dash of life. My dash between 1956 and whenever it ends. I hope I can be of service to someone by letting you know that times do get dark. They do get dark, and I will never belittle your story. But I'm a living witness that you can make it over. I've made it over. I won't claim anything for everyone else because all of our experiences are different. But I made it over, thank God. I made it over. And I'm so blessed to be able to celebrate my husband's life this year, my daughter's journey, my daughter turning 40, my husband turning 80, and that's being married 50 years in November. That's a journey, one worth respecting, one worth rejoicing, and one worth sharing. So I hope that helps someone.